Hari Om. So today we're back with a story, and this time it's the story of two of our favorite Bhagwans. Of course, Bhagwan is only one, but we do like to call him by many different names because they have so many stories associated with them. And don't we all love stories? This story, which I am about to narrate to you all, is a story that had come in the Balvihar magazine. Balvihar is a children's wing of Chinmaya Mission, and they have a magazine which is called as the Balvihar magazine. And a few years ago in this magazine, the story had been featured, and I fell in love with that story the moment I read it, because it has two of our favorite gods. And who are they? Ganu Baba and our dear Kitty. Can you guess who these two gods are? You're absolutely right. Ganesh ji and our dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Alright, and if you notice, year after year when we celebrate Ganesha Chaturthi and Krishna Janmashtami, they are usually very close to each other. You know why? Because Ganu Baba and Kitty were really great friends, and they enjoyed attending each other's birthday party. Because if you notice, for Ganeshji's birthday, that is Ganesh Chaturthi, what do we make? Modaks, laddus. We also make chaklis and other savory items. And then if you see for our Kitty's birthday, for Janmashtami, what do we prepare? Oh, so many different varieties, and laddu is part of it. And we all know how much Ganu Baba loves laddu, and we also know how our nutcut Kitty also loves anything in the world. He is truly a foodie like all of us. It was the time when Ganesh Chaturthi was nearing. Now, Maa Yashoda had some plans for this time's Ganesh Chaturthi. And what was her plan? She decided that for 4 Tuesdays, she was going to make 21 laddus each of those Tuesdays as an offering, as Naivedya for Ganeshji. And she made up her mind, and this is the sankalpa that she had taken, the promise she had made. So then Tuesday came up, and after 4 Tuesdays, the next would be Ganesh Chaturthi. So she had planned accordingly, and there came the first Tuesday. And that Tuesday, she made all preparations. She set up the altar in her puja room, and she placed this lovely idol of Ganesha that looked almost real. If you looked at Ganeshji, that idol that Maa Yashoda had kept, it looked like Ganeshji is actually looking at you. And she worshipped him with beautiful flowers and sweet smelling agarbatti, and there were lovely lamps lit for Ganu Baba. So day 1, that is first Tuesday, she had made her altar beautifully. She offered the worship also, and she kept the 21 laddus in a tray in front of Ganeshji. Now, she had prepared her nutcut Kanhaiyya. She had told him, Kanhaiyya, this is a vrata. Until the laddus are offered to Ganu Baba, and until I come and give the prasadam, you are not going to touch any of the laddus. Our dear Kitty, of course, a very obedient good boy he was, wasn't he? He said, yes, Ma, I won't touch the laddus, but I will wait for you to give me the prasadam. And please give me the prasadam first, okay, Ma? Maa Yashoda smiled at her sweet little Kanhaiyya and said, of course, dear, you will get the first prasadam, the first laddu. Alright, so Kitty said, okay, and he went off to play. And when he came back from play, he saw that Ma had finished the puja, and he was waiting. When is he going to get that laddu prasadam? And she kept saying, no, wait. There are more things to be done. Wait, wait, wait. Ma kept saying, wait, 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 wait. And some time later, she gave him the prasadam. Our Kanhaiyya said, this is too long a wait. Alright, so that Tuesday got over. Then the week went by as usual, and then came the next Tuesday, day 2 of her vrata. Same thing as the previous week, she set up her beautiful altar and she did her puja with her lovely flowers that she had chosen, the sweet smelling incense sticks, the beautiful deepas that were lit, the lamps that were lit, and with great devotion, she did the puja for Ganeshji. And after the puja, she kept the plate of 21 laddus in front of Ganeshji for Naivedyam. And it was the second time, right? So, our Kitty had already tasted that laddu last week. And he knew it tasted so fantastic. Oh, Maa Yashoda was a great cook, an amazing cook. So Yashoda Maya had kept those there, but it was going to take a long time for her to come and give the prasadam. He kept waiting, waiting. Maa Yashoda had one eye on her Natkat Kanhaiyya and said, Kitty, you remember, until I give it to you as prasadam, you are not going to touch it. Kanhaiyya looked at her and said, yes, Ma, I understand and I am waiting. And don't forget, you give me the prasadam first, okay? Maa Yashoda smiled at him and said, of course, dear. Didn't I do that last week also? Alright, so Kitty went away. He said, there's no point in standing there if I'm not going to get the laddus. So he went ahead and played. Alright, then later sometime, Maa Yashoda gave him the prasadam and it was so yummy. He enjoyed the laddu. And he said, next Tuesday, somehow I must get it. Alright, then he forgot about it. The week went by. Now, it was the third Tuesday, day 3 of Maa Yashoda's vratam. And she had, as usual, set up her beautiful altar with sweet smelling agarbatti and beautiful chosen lovely flowers. And do you know something? Ganeshji loves the red hibiscus. So every Tuesday, Maa Yashoda used to select those beautiful, full bloomed red hibiscus flowers, especially for Ganeshji. And she would decorate the altar with lovely red hibiscus flowers. She enjoyed her puja. She offered her puja wholeheartedly with lot of devotion, and then it was time for Naivedyam, and she kept the plate of, yes, 21 yummy laddus for Ganu Baba. And Kitty was this time standing outside the puja room looking at Maa Yashoda. What is she going to do now? Where is she going to go? When she goes away, I'm going to take one laddu. Ganeshji is not going to miss if I take one laddu. Ma is offering 21 laddus. One laddu, Ganu Baba won't mind. All these were going on in our Kitty's head. He was waiting. But Maa Yashoda always kept an eye there. The moment Kanhaiyya went anywhere near the god's room, Maa Yashoda would yell, Kanhaiyya, what are you doing? Kanhaiyya, what are you up to? Why are you going anywhere there? I told you I'm going to give you the prasadam. And you know that later on you are going to get it and you're going to be the first one to get it. Kitty ran away. Said, fine. And even the third Tuesday went by and Kitty had to wait for the prasadam. He said, next Tuesday is the last chance I have. I have to plan it right. Okay, so the week went by and the next Tuesday arrived and our Kitty was pacing the room up and down, up and down. What shall I do? What is the best way to make sure that Ma is somewhere out and I just take one little and run away? Maa Yashoda was sitting there doing the puja while Kitty was standing outside and making his plans. He stood there. That day he did not go to play. sat there and he watched Ma do the puja. Of course, she did her puja with immense devotion, but our Kitty's devotion was not for Ganeshji. Kitty's devotion was for the laddus kept for Ganeshji. He said, Ganu Baba, you are my friend, right? 3 Tuesdays I let go. You got all the 21 laddus first. Come on, this time you must share with me. Sharing is caring, isn't it? You and I are friends. This was the dialogue going on between Kitty and Ganu Baba. It was mostly monologue because Ganeshji was just there. He knew Kitty was going to do some mischief and he decided to sit there and smile and wait. Okay, Maa Yashoda finished her puja. She got up and she saw that Kitty was sitting right there. And she told Kanhaiyya, Kanhaiyya, you know what the routine is? We've gone through this 3 Tuesdays. This is the last Tuesday of my vratam. And then comes Ganesha Chaturthi. We will have a great celebration, a grand celebration. We'll make lots of modak and you will get modak for prasadam. Kitty was thinking, yeah, modak is for Ganesh Chaturthi. But today the laddus are already kept there. Why can't Ma give me just one of those laddus? Why does she make such a fuss? As though Maa Yashoda read Kitty's mind, she said, Kitty, don't worry, just a little longer and I will give you the prasadam, okay? He said, yes, Ma. And he sat there. Now Maa Yashoda went to the kitchen to make some lunch preparations and she turned back every 2 seconds and saw that Kanhaiyya was sitting there. Kanhaiyya also looked. Oh, Ma is constantly looking at me. Maa Yashoda was looking at him and he kept looking and this just wouldn't end. And he sat closer and closer to the God's room. The puja room entrance, he was sitting right there. Maa Yashoda looked at him. Said, this boy. And she came and she closed the God's room door. And the puja room door had bars, metal bars like that. She locked it. And she tied Kitty to a pillar that was near the God's room. But that pillar was quite close to the door. She looked at Kitty and said, Kitty, I sense some mischief in your mind and that's why I've tied you here. You sit there for as long as you want and you can watch the laddus, you can pray to Ganeshji and I will give you the prasadam later. And Maa Yashoda felt victorious and she went to the kitchen to make lunch for everybody. Our Kitty is sitting there and he looked at Ganeshji. Kitty and Ganu Baba's conversation. Oh, so beautiful it is. Ganu Baba, 21 laddus, Ganu Baba. For 3 weeks you have eaten. 3 Tuesdays you have eaten. 21, 21, 21. How many is that? 63? So many laddus and you're already so fat, Ganu Baba. Look at the size of that stomach. What should happen to poor Mushak? Ganu Baba smiled at Kitty. Didn't say a word. Kitty, go ahead, go ahead. Kitty looked at Ganu Baba. What go ahead, go ahead? Give me now one laddu. Ganu Baba looked at him and said, I can't give. Your mother has kept it there and she's kept it for me. So whenever she gives it to you, you can have it. Kitty looked at him and said, you have a trunk, right? Ganu Baba said, of course I have a trunk. And Kitty said, your trunk is so beautiful, Ganu Baba. It can do such lovely things. It can carry huge logs of wood. I have seen that in the forests, And your trunk can also take a kutti laddu in its edge. Ganu Baba looked at Kitty. What are you trying to tell me, Kitty? Kitty looked at him and said, Ganu Baba, come on, Ganu Baba. You've been blessed with that lovely trunk. And Maa Yashoda didn't tie me very far. I'm quite close. If you can just pick that laddu with the edge of your trunk and just pass it to me through these bars. I'll just take it like this from inside the bar and eat it up. Please, Ganu Baba. Please, Ganu Baba. Ganu Baba looked at Kitty and said, why are you so desperate, Kitty? Maa Yashoda will give it to you in some time, isn't it? Why do you want me to do all this? Kitty said, please, Ganu Baba, we are friends, isn't it? Ganu Baba took some pity on him and said, oh, Kitty is asking for it so much. All right, maybe I should give him one laddu. After all, 21 laddus. Maybe Maa Yashoda won't even realize. Let me give it to him. So he picked up the laddu from that plate, the topmost laddu, because Maa Yashoda had arranged 21 laddus in a plate. The topmost one, he picked it carefully with that trunk. It's a bent trunk, right? Ganeshji's. He straightened it out and stretched it to pick that laddu from that plate. And he picked it and picked it and he stretched it as much as he could. Oh, I don't know if my hand stretches enough. And Kitty was sitting right there. He said, Ganu Baba, just a little more, just a little more. Yes, yes, yes. And the trunk is coming like that. And the laddu is here. Kitty's hand is here. And he managed to get the laddu. And a few crumbs fell down. Kitty said, Chalega, it's okay. And he took that laddu. Yummy laddu. And he ate it up. And he told Ganu Baba, you also take one laddu and eat it, eat it, eat it. Then Ganu Baba said, I have given to Kitty. Let me also enjoy with him. So he took another laddu from that and he ate it up. 21 laddus. Kitty had one, Ganu Baba had one. Maa Yashoda came from the kitchen. Who did this? That's right, our dear Kitty. He made sure that nothing much can be seen by Ma. And he stood like this, as though he was still upset with Ma. Maa Yashoda came and said, Kitty, what have you been up to? And she looked into the puja room. And she saw a bit of a mess there. Then she saw Kitty. And she saw some crumbs. She said, but I tied him up. And nobody else is here. She opened the puja room latch and she went inside. And she looked at the idol of Ganeshji. It was as is, beautifully decorated. How she had placed the flowers, everything was in place. That is strange, she thought. And she saw some laddu crumbs fallen there. And then she looked at Kitty. A few crumbs had fallen on his clothes. She got angry. She looked at the plate. And how many laddus were there, do you think? Out of 21, 2 have been eaten. One by Kitty and one by Ganu Baba. How many were there? Yes, 19 laddus. She counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Only 19? 2 laddus. Kitty, you ate up 2 laddus. Kanhaiyya looked at Maa Yashoda and said, Ma, how could I eat any laddu or anything? Look, you have tied me here. The laddus are inside in the puja room. Ma, you tell me, how could I have eaten any of that? Then she looked and said, don't do this drama with me. You have done enough mischief. And there's nothing that I get surprised with as far as you are concerned and your mischief is concerned. So tell me. Kitty felt, oops. Maa Yashoda said, I can see crumbs. Look, look. It's there on your mouth. It's here on your cheek. And it's fallen on your clothes. So you clearly have eaten 2 laddus that too. Kitty said, no, Ma. I didn't eat 2 laddus. I ate only 1. Who ate the other one? Uh, Ganu Baba ate the other one. Maa Yashoda looked at him. I see. Ganesh ji from the idol came and ate one. Uh-huh. Yes, Ma. In fact, he is the one who gave it to me. Otherwise, how could I get that laddu? He said, oh God, Kitty, come on. Enough of this drama. And he said, no, no, no. Look at Ganu Baba's trunk. You'll find laddu pieces there also. She went close to the idol and checked. And to her surprise, yes, laddu pieces were stuck on Ganu Baba's trunk. And she looked. Ganesh ji, what is this, Ganesh ji? I can't understand anything that happens in this house, especially with Kanhaiyya. I have done all this vratam so that he can get some good buddhi. You are Siddhi Vinayaka Buddhi Pradayaka. Please, Ganu Baba, please get this mischievous boy to grow up. Let my Kanhaiyya come out of this mischief. I am so tired of answering the gopis and punishing him every now and then. Please, Ganu Baba, what is this? Kanhaiyya said, Ma, Ganu Baba is my friend, Ma. If you give him laddus, he will give me one to eat. And he also ate one. It is for him, no. And he can do what he wants with it. And when I asked him, he just gave me one laddu. Maa Yashoda was so tired of her Kanhaiyya and his mischief. And now she felt that Ganesh ji had also joined him. And she really didn't know what to do about it. She said, oh, forget it. Let it be. And she took that plate. Anyway, Naivedyam was over. She took that plate and she decided to go and give the prasadam to everybody. She just let this incident be. And our Kitty looked at Ganu Baba and winked. And Ganu Baba also looked at Kitty and winked and said, Happy birthday to you. Janmadinamidam Ai Priya Sakhe Janmadinamidam. And of course, Kitty's birthday, Ganu Baba's birthday. Either Kitty's will come first and Ganu Baba's later, or Ganu Baba's first and Kitty's later. Whatever, in a very short period of time, both the birthdays come. So they both wished each other, they both enjoyed that laddu that they ate. And this is such a lovely story of Ganu Baba and our dear Kitty. And this is one of my favorite stories and I enjoyed narrating it. And I am sure without any doubt that you all enjoyed this story too. And what a lovely story to share with you all in the middle of these 2 wonderful birthdays. And with the blessings of Ganu Baba and Kitty, may we always keep smiling and always sing the praises of Lord Ganesha and Lord Krishna. Hari Om.